Yeah, I agree with that. I don't like. I think like me having a disagreement isn't a bad thing. I think that again, like your lifestyle fits for your bracket and what you've done in life, and the women submit to it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But again, like majority of people who are watching have to understand that, because I'm in the content space where they'll listen to that and think like, oh well, I have the same rights. I deserve to have a traditional wife. They want to go be a passport bro, and I'm like, bro, you're fat, you're broke, you don't deserve a traditional wife. You need to level up. And I would say that, and they'd usually hate that, and I'd stand by that, because the same way they want a traditional girl, the girl, she's gonna be way more traditional back in my country. So trust me, she's not marrying you for love, she's marrying you for your green card. So a lot of them don't want to see that, and then they'll just keep them in the country, and I just think it's whack. So if you have the finances and the mental capacity to do it, that's good, but most don't. So that's my only argument.
Wait, to what?
For the passport bros and his lifestyle.
Finding a traditional woman.
Are you against passport bros, or?
I understand the fundamentals of it for those who have done everything in life to make sure they are a man. But if you're not a man, I don't think you deserve that, honestly. Because not only that, you're going to be with a girl, you're going to make her miserable. She's going to have kids with you. And that's just a whole generation of...
What do you mean you're going to make her miserable?
If you don't have your life together, what makes you think you know how to appreciate a traditional wife?
Oh, so you're saying in the context of passport bros?
Yeah. Okay. Because, I mean, we're talking about, like, relationships here. He has 3 that he can handle. They are happy.
Do it, Alvin. Do it, huh?
Well,
go ahead.
He could do that. But if some other guy who's living here who's never had an idea of what a male figure is in his life, he's going based off of whatever little content he picks from the internet. He's saying, well, I want a traditional wife. But therefore, he doesn't even have, like, a credit score. He doesn't even have, like, his life in check. He's still driving the hoopty from high school. But you want a traditional girl. Like, what happens when you bring that girl over here? You're going to basically make her a Western woman, and she's going to realize, like, this guy really doesn't have his shit together. Now she's going to cheat on you.
You know what the solution to that is? Don't bring it to America.
I think that's a cop-out. I think that's a cop-out.
It's the solution, though.
But it's embarrassing. I think that's so embarrassing. I'm Vietnamese. I have workers. Yeah, but
he can raise a family over there.
So he should go over there. But the whole point
that's my point. That's my point.
If he adapts the culture, that makes sense. But if you're not going to adapt the culture, you're going to marry a girl. Why do you think she married you? For the American culture. You're going to marry her and keep her in her country when she really wants to come over here. I think that's selfish.
Oh yeah, she does.
So, wait, yes, she does.
Like I agree with your hypothesis that most of the girls that are probably matching up with these passport boys, or whatever, they're doing it for the green card. I get the point.
Yeah, and a lot of guys don't know that because they're seeing only the traditional like value in it, which I understand. We all see things we want, but like it doesn't mean you can have it. A lot of people don't see that, so they'll like kind of.
But are you saying the key thing when it comes to the passport bros? I mean, we could debate kind of what the motivations are on the women's side. Is the men in Western countries are dissatisfied with the behavior of Western modern women, and they're looking to South America and Asia for more feminine traditional women.
Yeah.
Do you disagree with that part?
I understand with that statement. My thing would just be level up. Like, I just think that, all right, so what, the girl here wants you to make a decent amount. I'm not saying the extremities of like the 6-7 figure guys. I'm not saying that there aren't girls who don't want you just to be like not socially awkward. Like, a lot of guys are socially awkward.
I think you're a bit ignorant to like the average guy's experience. Consider this, right? Most guys, the average guy today, his granddad had to put in a quarter of the work to get the kind of woman that is 4 times as amazing as the woman he's attracted to.
You're talking about
his grandmother was an amazing woman and a very, very feminine, natural woman, and his granddad really didn't have to do the kind of work he has to do right now as a young man in the Western world.
So you're talking about HOFLATIon.
Yes, it's HOFLATIon.
HOFLATIon. So modern men have to work 5 times harder than their grandfathers did for women 20 times worse than what their grandmothers were.
Yeah. It's true. It's actually true.
I get what you guys are saying, but again, I guess with what I understand from everything, it's like I have a family salon back at home. They're the guys that are born here and guys who are born in my country. What they do is they sit here and they realize like, all right, I want to go back to my country and marry a girl. They're miserable with the back and forthness. Like that's like an average guy from what I've seen and then what I have to coach with. So I get what you're saying that
so they don't stay there. They try to do.
They can't afford to stay there.
They try to do 2 countries.
It's like because they're here. It's like it's hard to make money over there
because they work here.
Yeah. So how is that? It's not realistic.
It's not. It's hard. It's not easy. Not everyone can pull it off. They can't. It's true. They can't. It's
that's just my only argument. That's all I'm saying. It's not easy. So
yeah, I get it.
HOFLATIon. That's the thing.
It's true. It's a thing.
Women are asking for way more now and bringing the least.
They're asking for more now because they're ignorant. But honestly, like, I grew up here and I was just as ignorant, not to the degree that it's gotten to, but like the only reason why I am the way I am now is because I met somebody that made me realize, holy crap, I need to have my life. I don't have the luxury to be barbaric.
Hold on.
Alvin Sam super chatted $100.
Thank you, man.
Ling Ling, modern women are masculine, argumentative, combative, and overweight. But, by your logic, that's the man's fault.
Your response to Alvin?
I didn't say it was his fault. I didn't say that. There's plenty of women that there isn't. That's the thing. Everyone lives on social media. So you're looking at the girls that you do see on social media that is masculine. I literally have been listed at nail salon my entire life. There's women of all walks of life. I deal with more women than the average guy has ever dealt with women. So how is it that I can get those girls who are barbarically masculine to submit to their feminine side just by simply them paying for a course with me?
You're doing God's work there.
Excuse me?
You're doing God's work.
That's my point. So it's like, even for myself as a living testament, like how can you say that? It's, yes, a lot of these girls don't even have like a proper upbringing, and then you have social media making it to this crazy extravagant level of like there's only this and there's only this. There isn't. I mean, just me being here in Santa Barbara for like the past 24 hours, I've ran into girls at coffee shops that weren't to a certain degree where I'm like, oh, okay, all right. Everyone isn't like that. But we only see what is on social media, is all I'm going to say. And they're going to argue with that because L Asian, because you guys live on social media. You're a burner account, leaving comments. That's what you do. But why don't you build some social skills and get out of it? Find some common grounds with girls who actually do, I don't know, pottery class, church, shit like that. I think people make it so extreme.
A lot of these church girls are chameleons.
Okay, that's the extreme. Like I'm saying, like I was in the women's space, like I for nail salon since I was 14. So therefore, yeah, there are those type of girls who use that as a facade. But then there are girls who are just there, and there's also, like he said, women are fucking obese and masculine. What about the guys who are feminized and obese also? But then they demand it.
I'm just curious. Like, on average, what do you think like the average age of one of your female clients would be?
Right now, they're mid 20s, early 30s.
Right.
Early 30s. Okay.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So, I mean, and then like anyone that's younger, like the younger guys that are complaining about women being shitty, you're young. You shouldn't even be dating. You should honestly be getting your shit together. So I really don't see why that's even an argument. I get getting your thing off, sure, but like, honestly,
yeah, but a lot of guys want a wife, man. A lot of guys want to have a wife and kids. They really do.
But that's
a lot of guys
point.
don't want to be a playboy. A lot of guys don't want to fly around the world on jets and drive fast cars and never be a playboy. A lot of guys really just want a wholesome life. But I know that.
I'm not disagreeing with you on that. So I don't see where the contrast is at in the argument. What's your point in that?
I think I was reacting to something you just said.
I was like, I know they want, a lot of guys actually get into relationships with women wanting that to be like a serious thing. It just kind of goes to shit when she shows them things that are unattractive. Yeah. So I feel like this just died down. All right. Maybe
it's not a bad
sorry.
Thing. We calmed everything down.
No, we're listening to you.
Sorry.
It's just
don't apologize.
Sorry.
Here's the thing.